Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, a Jeremiah Hedgecliffe cleaver rendition. It's called The Beast. You can read it right there. Before we get into this, man, 22 veterans a day at one point in this country took their own lives. That number's going down. A lot of work to do. Anything above zero is unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So let's jump into this pretty quickly. This is The Beast. It's made from a slab of 5160 steel. The cutting edge is 6 3/4. The handle is 6.5 inch. I like that. Handle scales are G10. It is a 1/4 inch thick, son. So it is a slab of metal, steel. It has a beautiful leather sheath. The leather work is outstanding. I believe Jeremiah did that himself. And Jeremiah Hedgecliffe, or Hedgie Blades, is the guy who made it. Now, this came to me via Captain Electro. Cap's got one, and he gave me this one. And this thing is absolutely awesome. Now, from what I understand, Jeremiah has a forge in his backyard, and he made these. Now, I believe he's trying to make a business out of it. So if you like what you see, man, try to get over there to him. I believe on Instagram it's Hedgie Blades. Cap, if you would, try to get us a link in the comments, and I'll try to share it. I'll pin it, and we'll see what we can do. Now, I had to watch a video on cutting up a bell pepper. I didn't want to just go outside and start chopping wood and doing all that. Naturally, this is a chopper. Yes. It's a cleaver. Yes, I love cleavers. I love the aesthetic. I love the whole thing. And actually, on this cleaver, I absolutely adore the whole package. Again, the sheath is gorgeous. It rides well on the belt. It's double stitched. I'm going to try to get you a couple more shots of that. I actually, a lot of times with stuff like this, I don't wear the sheath, but today I did. And you can see there the handle. I'm going to give you a couple better looks at the handle. The handle contours to the hand perfectly, contours to my busted up hands beautifully, and he gives you ample space. You can get 2 to 3 different grips on there depending on hand size. Now, if you got giant hands like D-Bad, you probably get 1 grip, but with mine, I can at least get 2. Both are insanely comfortable. The damn thing came super sharp. It really, really did, which I always like that off the rip. And again, guys, this ain't the knife's fault, it's my fault. But it did exactly what it needed to do with this bell pepper. And in a second, I'm going to hand it off to the chef of the house. There she is, Megatron in the house, cutting up. We had some Korean barbecue today that I got to tell you, son, was mighty, mighty fine. Now, I was going to trim this section up, but you know what? I just sped it up just a little bit to get it all in. It cut cleanly. Really no snags, cut very clean. It's got enough weight to it too, and you've seen that kind of on the paper test. It's got enough weight. It's got the perfect edge to me for what this is. Now that bear that in mind for what this is. It has a perfect edge, and that weight will carry it right on through. Now Megatron's going to do some slicing here. Like I said, we got some beef there for some Korean barbecue. She'll do a little slicing, a little chopping. It was comfortable in her hand. It does have some weight to it, but I think it played to her, played to the strength there. You didn't have to put much pressure on it at all. It glided right through. And the other thing that I found about it, because it's got that slight choil up near the blade if you look, it's comfortable. You can hold it, you can let it work. Now you see there Meg's got about a medium grip. And Megatron's around 5'7". You know what I'm saying? So that medium grip fits her perfectly. It worked very, very well. She's going to do a little chopping with it here in a minute. I was impressed. She was impressed. And again, no hot spots in the handles for what we were doing. I wanted to show a good bit more. There we go. Just do actually a little bit of cleaving. Now, my plan is, since this was my last weekend doing the Haunted Ass Church, my plan is to get these back in, or get it back in shape. And you'll see why I say that. Now, throughout this test, I went a little heavier on just some banging that edge because it is. He has a forge in his backyard. So we have to check the durability, the strength of the blade, and all that. That's only fair, and that's what we do here. I'll say this. Now, there's a way, if you look at the picture, well, it's gone, but go back and look at it. I showed you the carry. thing. And here I'm going to give you some different looks at the handle. I'll say this, the knife is pretty damn balanced. It's got weight to it. I don't know the weight of it. I keep saying that. I don't know. But look right there, son. Very little effort. Straight through that 2x6 like it wasn't there. We're going to do it again. But if you'll notice in the picture-in-picture, and go back if you have to, the many different hand grips, supremely comfortable. Two things, and the dogs are agreeing. You can hear them in the background. Now, we're going to do some cutting, and then we're going to get into some pretty heavy just banging on that edge. I can tell you it didn't chip, it didn't roll, it didn't do anything. Heat treat spot on. My guy's got it down pat. And again, guys, this is a guy who's an American worker. He's trying to do something with it. He does a great job. The sheath, I can go on and on and on about, and I'll probably put some good pictures of it on Instagram. So if you're not following me there, go do that. Now, it's Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors or Choir Boys Cutlery Old Scab, something like that. And go check it out. Now, right here, there's a 2x4 nailed to a 2x6. There's nails. There's all kind of shit in here. So what we did right here is just bang on the edge. Didn't really work on chopping. Didn't really work on, we slammed it up and down. We did what we needed to do to test that edge, to see if I got any rolls, any chips, anything like that. Nothing. And again, did some pretty hardcore chopping right here, just banging, really, just straight up, like right here, straight down. If you'll notice, we're not angling the edge. We're going straight down, did a little slight angle, and I believe we go back with a straight somewhere in there. Don't make me a liar, Scab. Come on, son. Get with the program. We went straight up and down. I think that was that shit. I don't know. Just act like we did. No damage to the stuff. I kind of laughed because there's just nothing there, man. I hit a nail a time or two. There was actually a little burn mark on the blade, but nothing. So it's a durable blade. Now, would I use this for chopping? No, I'll use it for food prep, grilling, that kind of thing. But it is good to know that if I wanted a one-tool option like at camp or something like that, it can fit the cooking, it can split some wood, it could do whatever I needed it to do, and I could carry a small pocket knife or my normal EDC and be fine. Quick, show you the edge there, held up well, and after all that chopping, quick cut of the hose there. I use the water hose a lot, guys, just to demonstrate the sharpness. Is it still sharp? I'm looking sharp there in my ensemble, color coordinated with socks. You can tell the Scabber's getting old. Right here, this piece of wood right here has ended a couple blades, a couple of my cheap blades, because I'll practice some. When I tell y'all that I use a knife every day, I ain't kidding, son. So it might be a $15 or $20 piece of crap blade, but I'll take it out there and I'll work with it. Sometimes you find some gems, but that particular piece of hardwood right there broke 2 blades. Now, right here, we're just doing some chops to see the control. I got to tell you, chopping's kind of my jam. It's kind of my thing. It's kind of what I'm good at. This thing right here, again, bear in mind, for me, this is a meat processor, meat cleaver, and it throws pretty dang good too. But for me, it's a meat processor, okay? But for chopping, like right here, just processing up a little wood, I could have blown straight through that. But I wanted to make sure, I wanted to check the control. I wanted to see how it felt in the hand. I wanted to check the hot spots, check the edge again. This thing went through, it literally landed everywhere I needed it to land. No edge damage again, looks good, I'm impressed. Did a little shaving right there, probably should have got a little more up close. Everybody knows I'm not a cinematographer, but you can see a lot of them chips, a lot of them little feathers just falling off of there. So this is a multi-verse tool. Now, I got to say a big shout out, big thank you to Captain Electro, man, for thinking of me and sending me this thing, dude. Thank you so much. Cap is a true gentleman, a true brother in the blade. And if you're not subscribed to Captain Electro, I'm going to put a link in the description to his channel. Cap's an awesome dude. He thinks a little differently. He does some different videos, different things like that. But I enjoy him and his content. So Cap, man, I love you. Thank you for sending me this. I will cherish it. I promise you that. Now, normal shout outs. Donnie B All-day, marching to 10,000. Man, let's get him there. He's got a massive giveaway going. Karl Ruedger, let's get him to 1,000. He's got a big giveaway going. Remember my guy Joe from Steel Forged and Fire Sword and Knife, my partner on Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, man. Go subscribe to both of those channels. Blade Talk with Scab and Joe and Steel Forged and Fire Sword and Knife. And finally, my guy, Eric Husyan, who's just an awesome, awesome brother in the blade. He's also trying to get to 1,000. And again, guys, we try to help people out hit their milestones. That's what we're about. That's what we do. Check out my community posts. Check out my descriptions. A lot of good guys there. I know a lot of times, guys, you're limited on your YouTube watching time. Go watch some of them. I'll always be here. Seriously. Listen, I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. My boy Mikey says it best. He says everything is going to be all right, and Mikey's true. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone.